400 subscribers. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased with how well this channel is growing, and it's all thanks to you guys out there for commenting and subscribing and getting involved in the channel, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted this to be like a community where Palace fans can get together from all over the world. I've had comments from people all over the world. It's absolutely been fantastic. 400 subscribers, and every single subscriber that I get goes towards helping me grow on the channel and also helping me get extra perks as I go through the milestones, if you know what I mean. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you love the content and you love the idea of Daily Palace News, then do think about hitting that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Welcome. I'm here. I've got my cup of tea. It's not a Crystal Palace muffin, unfortunately. I have to get one of those because it'd be quite cool to have that on the videos. Although I do have a Crystal Palace mat, which is quite good. So I was having this thought, which I very often do, and I thought this is something I could actually make a video on, and then I could get people's thoughts about what they think about it, because it's something that intrigued me last season, because we had a lot of changes to personnel, you know, lots of different formations, lots of different pairings to try it, because Patrick Vieira was trying to find out his best team. And I thought, well, who would be the best captain for this situation? You know, I mean, we've had a few captains last season. Now we had Marc Guéhi, we've got Luca, who's kind of the default captain if he's in the side. Wilf was captain, and others as well were captains at one time or another. And I thought, if we're going to be progressing, if we're going to be having this new system and setting these players in, do we need to have a permanent captain, a captain that's going to be, you know, someone who's in the side the majority of the time, to have the armband and sort of take on this mantle? And I thought that I'll kind of have a look at that and think about who the best captain would be, and then I'd ask you guys, of course, if you agree with me. If you do, or if you don't, or if you have your own ideas, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to have your ideas and your thoughts. Okay, so Marc Guéhi was probably the captain that most people thought was a good idea last season. You know, he was, and I think he's actually a very good idea as well, because he's a young guy, but he's got a very wise head on his shoulders. You know, he's been a very good defender for us this last season, and I think he's going to be again next season. I think he's a very talented and very gifted defender, but on top of all of that, he's also very wise. He's got a good knowledge of the game. He can read the game very well, and I think he's good at marshalling the players in front of him. So I think that he's actually a very good choice. But are there others? I mean, obviously Wilf was the captain, and I don't think he did that badly, to be fair. I thought he did an okay job at it. But, and I remember for a few years ago there was this debate, and I can't remember who it was who got the captain's armband, but it was a striker, and there was this debate about whether strikers could be effective captains because they're up front. And one of the arguments was that, you know, that they're looking to score goals. So they're looking at the defenders to make sure they're on side. They're looking at where the ball's coming from. So they're not necessarily looking at how the team are playing and marshalling. Can they marshal effectively from the front of the team? And then the argument was that it should be a defender, because defenders can see everything in front of them, see how the game's progressing, see what areas need to be adapted, and also because obviously they're involved in the biggest kind of area when it comes to threat of the goal. They can marshal the defence and do everything in that situation. And I would have to say there's a good argument for that, you know, you should have a defender as a captain instead of having someone like a forward. A midfielder's okay, but not necessarily a striker. But I think Wilfried Zaha did a good job. I think personally, though, that it should go to Marc Guéhi permanently. And the reason I say that is because, one, he's never present in the side. Him and Anderson and Mitchell, I think, were the three who played the most games in the whole Premier League and FA Cup. And I think that he's got the best head on his shoulders. He's got this best mentality for leadership and guidance of his players, and I think he would be a fantastic choice to make permanent captain. So, you know, even if Luca comes onto the pitch, I don't think he should get the captain's armband. I think it should stay with Marc Guéhi, because I think we need to have someone in the team permanently that everyone knows this is the captain. You know, not if Luca comes on, no, he's the captain. Whoever's in the team should be there and should be the captain, unless of course Guéhi gets injured, which is a different thing altogether. But let me know your ideas down below. Let me know your thoughts, whether you agree with me or whether you think it should be somebody else. Let me know what you think.